Well, I mean, I was rambling on. I didn't record anything, man. I hate when it does that. So maybe I could say this in a quicker way, I guess. You know. Hi guys, this is Angelo Quinones, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm up to 16 subscriptions anyway. I have more than 3,000 in my first channel. Angelo Kyky Quinones is my first channel. You can see it there, Angelo Kyky Quinones. That's my first channel. I'm looking sideways like that on the picture of the channel, and I have 3,000 over there. But this is entitled Riza's Ex is Dead. Okay, now I know why. So let me just say everything in a quicker way than I did before, you know. Okay? Because I spoke to you guys like about 26 minutes right now, and it didn't record nothing except for the first 3 minutes. So let me just say it quicker anyway. Riza's ex-boyfriend or lover, okay, the father of her first 3 kids, died because of a bad reaction or allergic reaction to the COVID vaccine that he just took. That's why he got a stroke. Okay. That information came from Riza, by the way. Okay. He was around 52 years old. She's just guessing. I don't know why she doesn't know his age. He left 3 kids. At least 3 kids with her. I don't know about with anybody else. So he died because of that. Now that's a shame. I don't know. I didn't know the guy. I wasn't friends with the guy. I know that Riza used to throw it in my face. My ex is waiting for me. Now he can't wait for her, and she can't go back to him. That's over. You see, when you sin against God and persecuting God's people, then God hits hard. That's just all there is to it, you know. So I've been telling everybody that, and unfortunately, I was telling somebody that, you know, this family has to go through a death to understand that they're not God. They're not in control. God is in control. Anyway, now I know why, though, okay? The family wanted Riza's ex with her more than they wanted me. And I'll let you know why. She told me this also. Riza's ex, Oscar, that was his name. He was buried a few days ago. It's the 24th of November 2023. So he probably got buried around the 21st or the 22nd or the 20th, okay? Riza's ex put Gilbert, her older brother, she's the oldest, you know, Riza's the oldest of all the 5. But out of the brothers, Gilbert is the seaman, and he's the oldest. Okay, he's the one who brings in the money, along with Romel, because he's a mechanic. Okay, those 2 bring in the money. Nobody else brings in money. Ruchi brings in the money also because she works overseas, and she, you know, so those really 3. And I used to help out tremendously during the COVID virus. I'm the one who was feeding the family because they couldn't feed themselves because nobody was employed, nobody worked. Okay, everything was closed in Bogo, everything was closed in Cebu. The people that had jobs as seamen, they couldn't work. The taxi drivers, they couldn't work. Ruchi, the sister of Riza, she didn't work. Riza doesn't work. Papa couldn't work because he made bamboo huts, that was closed. Mama never works. Romanito, forget about him, he never worked at all. And, you know, he was going through school at the time. And Risker, I mean, he's a joker. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's working now in Romanito, so I mean, you know, whatever the case may be. But the reason why the family didn't want me, okay, and wanted Oscar, Riza's first lover, probably, I don't know if it was first, was because he put Gilbert through school. He paid for his education. He helped him by paying for his education through school. So Riza's ex-lover, the one that she says that she was going to return back to, now she can't do that no more. And he can't come back to her, so that's gone. I mean, you know. He put Gilbert through school. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why, now I know why. That's why I put the title, Now I Know Why. Because now I know why Risa was like that with Oscar. You understand what I'm saying? Why probably she wanted to return back to him. I mean, he's the one who made her a woman, probably. He's the one who made her a mother, obviously. He was the first one, the love of her life. I understand that. I mean, you know, I had my first love in my life. Risa was not the first love of my life. Belsie was. I mean, I was going to marry Belsie in 2001. It didn't work out. I was supposed to get married on a Saturday. We broke things off on Thursday. It was that close, but that was destiny. I wasn't destined to marry Belsie. Now, she used to stop me on occasion in the street years after that, and used to say, and I'm talking about years after that, and she got married, because I'm not a jealous kind, you know, she knew that, so that's why she stopped me and said, hey, Angel, she used to call me Angel. Angel, she said I got married, and then she told me a year after that she had a child, and I was looking at the child in the stroller and stuff, because I'm not a jealous guy. I'm not a jealous guy. At least I wasn't jealous at the time. But now I know why. You understand what I'm saying? The family wanted Oscar, Risa's first lover, than me. Because he put Gilbert through school, and Gilbert is the cash cow of the family. He's the semen. He's the cash cow. You understand what I'm saying? He brings the moolah home, the bread, the money, the dough. You understand what I'm saying? Without Gilbert, this family is nothing. Now, Romel was working now as a mechanic, and Gilbert put him through school, and Ruchi's overseas. Okay, fine. So they'll have some source of income. So I tell you something, during the pandemic, I'm the only one who fed this family. Nobody was working as a mechanic because Romel didn't finish school yet. Ruchi was working here and there in Cebu, not overseas, so she couldn't work. Her boyfriend, he was a taxi driver, but there was no taxis to be had in Cebu. That was shut down. And I already told you who didn't work. Nobody worked. I was the only one bringing people in my car to the hospital. I was the only one bringing people to the market. I'm talking about the initial family. I was the only one from my money, okay? Because I didn't have to pay Atiana at the time, because I don't even know Atiana. That was a few years ago. Because I had more money, you know, at that time to spend, you know, even though my check was lower at that time, because I had to pay back what I owed, and I already finished that, you know, from my job, you know. I finished that already. So my check is not getting lower every year, it's getting higher. Because of inflation and stuff like that, you know, my check gets higher according to the inflation rate. You understand what I'm saying? But now I know why. I was the only one feeding the family. I'm the only one in the family that had a source of income. Now, maybe Jusa, when she was alive, she had a source of income. I mean, you know, because she's a pensioner. She was a pensioner. That's how you say pensioner? I forgot my English, man. You understand what I'm saying? I gotta cut my nails. Goodness gracious. So, but I was the only source of transportation and income for the family, because there were no tricycles. You see tricycles passing back and forth behind my video, behind me, in my video, I should say. There were no tricycles during the pandemic, during the war, because it was a war. You understand what I'm saying? Now, did I say why he died, how he died? I'll say it again just in case. She told me, and with this I'll let you go. She told me that he died at the age of 52, around there, because of his allergic reaction to the vaccine, the COVID vaccine. Now, the sad thing is, and that's why I'm not going to take another vaccine, is that he would have been alive if he didn't take that vaccine. We were just speaking, you know, when I came here. Before I came here, I was talking to Teresa, and you know, And we don't talk a lot, but I initiated the conversation again because she doesn't talk to me. You know, she doesn't talk to me. So, I mean, you know, that's just a, you know, like I said in my video, I mean, I don't know why we're married. That's why we have to get a separation, because there's no communication, there's no love, and there's no trust. I don't know why I got married, because it's the same thing when I wasn't married. I was alone in the middle of 4 walls and the ceiling and the floor in my apartment next to the beach, okay, in New York City, the greatest city in the world. But there was no communication then. Obviously, I was alone, and there's no communication right now. It's the same thing. So I have to initiate the conversation. If I don't talk to her first, she doesn't talk. That's no way to behave as a woman who's married. It's just not, it's not normal not talking to your husband. You understand what I'm saying? It's not a normal thing. You know? But basically, that's what it is. I know how he died now. When he died in November of 2023, obviously. Around, let's say, I don't know. Oh, no, he died on the, at least it was the 14th, because she got news. I'll never forget it, because on that day I was very angry about her because she did something wrong again. And so she left the house because she didn't want to hear my voice. And when she came back, she told me that her ex-lover died. And I said, what? In other words, Oscar, your son died? No, the father of the kids. She didn't say ex-lover or ex, you know, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She didn't say that. She didn't say it like that. The father of the kids. And, but he died because of her allergic reaction to the vaccine. And he died of a stroke. And he was buried around a few days ago, like I said before. And Gilbert, her brother, went to see him. Why? Because Oscar, her ex-lover, who she wanted to return to, who was obviously waiting for her, was put through school through Oscar. So now I know why the family didn't want me at all. First of all, because probably I wasn't Filipino. You know, some people are like that with in their cultures. They want to protect they don't want people. I don't know why, because you know, Americans liberated the Philippine culture society from the Japanese in World War II. I mean, you know, you guys owe us your lives. That's just all there is to it. And just recently, against China, we made a stand for you guys in putting a battleship near the Philippines to protect the Filipinos from being attacked from China. So, and then we speak to China. I mean, you know, Joe Biden, the president of the United States, just spoke to China's president in the United States, okay, and I think in California, for about 4 hours. Now I know why. Does it hurt? No. I'm numb. First of all, I'm tired holding this phone. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm just, and it's hot. Now I know why my shoulder hurts. This shoulder, you know, hurts because I do so many things with it because of the phone. Holding the phone, making Bible studies, putting titles, and it's awful. I just can't wait to get a computer. But now I know why the family didn't want me. Because they wanted Riza back with the man who helped their son to get a seaman job. That's all. It's not Angelo. It's her ex. They wanted him all along. You know? Just like they didn't want Riza to come back to me. And it's a little hypocritical because they're always bitching, whining, and complaining against each other, meaning Mama and Papa, so-called. And then they're bitching and whining and complaining about me and Riza arguing, and they argue all the time. And as a matter of fact, Papa one day wanted to hit Mama. A little bit hypocritical. to complain about me, you know, arguing with your daughter, and then you want her to hit your daughter's mother, and you don't give your daughter a kiss, and you don't give your daughter a hug, and you don't even celebrate her birthday. I don't know why Riza is like that with them, with the family who doesn't even love her. Now, I gave Psalm 27 verse 10, if my mother and father abandon me, the Lord will take me up. I mean, you know, whatever the case may be. Because, man, it's not the situation. And, I mean, they don't even kiss Riza, man. They don't hug her. They don't say, I love you. You never see Riza's family saying, I love you to no one except for babies. You never see them hugging each other when they come to visit. That doesn't exist. It's a very cold family. It really is. They don't say I love you to nobody. They don't hug anybody. They don't kiss anybody. They only kiss babies. That's it. After the babies are grown a little bit, they go to the next baby that's born, and they forget about the other baby that just was a baby, the child that just was a baby. They go to the next child, and if he's a baby, then he's lucky because he'll get kissed and hugged and everything like that. But if you're not a baby in his family, man, you're dead. I'm just saying. But now I know why. Because Riza told me why. Riza told me that Gilbert is going to go to the funeral, and it already happened. Because her lover, her ex-lover, you understand what I'm saying, put him through education. Now, that's a nice thing to do. I believe that they should be grateful. But I'm saying now I know why the ties are so strong. I'm not saying what he did was bad. I'm not saying that their appreciation of him is not bad, but they're not appreciating me, who actually married their daughter, who actually made a commitment, who actually made the sacrifices from the United States to here. Where's my appreciation? Where's my thank you? They don't even say thank you when I bring them food. This family doesn't know how to say I love you when you're older. This family doesn't know how to say thank you. This family, since it doesn't have Jesus in their life, doesn't know how to love. And that's what the problem is with Riza, that she doesn't know how to love anybody. She's so filled with well, what can I do for my parents? Which is commendable. I'm not saying, you know. But you also have a husband. You also have responsibilities in the house, which she's doing better nowadays, you know. Now she's making her bed. I had to fight for 5 years for her to make her bed, though. Now she's making it. Because she wants me to pay the bills, so, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Listen, the separation is gonna happen, and me moving out is gonna happen. I'm gonna buy a house or rent a house first, whatever the case may be. But now I know why they wanted Oscar. Because he flipped the tab. You understand what I'm saying? He flipped the bill. He paid his education, Gilbert's education. Now I know why. Now I know how he died. No, I know who he was. I know how he died. And now I know how the family felt about him. Everybody went over there except for Papa. Papa didn't go because he has pigs that he has to take care of over there in Don Pedro. That's why he didn't go. If it wasn't for those pigs, he would have been, his fat rear end would have been over there also. And Riza didn't go because she thought I was going to fight in the future. I told Riza, listen, you should go to support your kids. Your kids need you now. You have to be with your kids in that funeral, because one day those kids are going to turn against you, and they're going to use the fact that you didn't go against you in an argument. Now it's too late. Now he's dead and buried. Riza had her shot in going. And you may say, well, she didn't want to get in an argument. But we always get into arguments anyway. What are you talking about? I told her you should go, because you going or not going doesn't make our marriage better or worse. It doesn't make the marriage better. It doesn't make the marriage worse. It makes your situation with the kids worse in the future, because now they're going to have ammunition. Now they're going to say, what are you talking about, Mom? You didn't even love our father, because the thing is that you didn't even go to his funeral. They're going to slap you in the face with that now, Riza, if you're out there listening to this. But she doesn't listen. God has put me as her leader. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? That's what the husband is. And she doesn't listen to no one. That's the problem with Riza. And I got a mosquito in my hip area. Goodness gracious, that stings. You know? Riza doesn't listen to no one except for herself. She doesn't listen to me, and that's another thing that I don't like. I told her that she should go because Mary's crying a lot. Okay, she tells me that Mary's crying a lot and Godfrey's crying a lot. So then go. Our marriage is not going to get any better or worse if your fat rear end is there in the house. It's not going to get better or worse. It's not. It's not going to get better or worse if you go or you don't go. It doesn't change. It doesn't change the fact that I need to go next year. If I can, if I have enough money, I mean, I'm going to be saving. Or at least a year after. I'm going to start saving next year. I'm telling you.